Hello everyone, welcome to Diversity Initiatives and Resource Centers. My name is Nate Nguyen. I use he, him, his pronouns. I am the coordinator for DIRC. Welcome to our centers. I will be providing you with a virtual tour so that you can see our spaces, learn more about what we do. We are home to 5 identity-based resource centers: the African American Resource Centers, the Asian Pacific American Resource Centers, the Titan Dreamers Resource Centers, the LGBTQ Resource Center, and the Latinx Community Resource Centers. So we'll start off here in the Brave Space. The Brave Space is our common area where we do a lot of joint programming. We have spaces for students to study, but we also host this beautiful Colors of Culture art gallery. So every month we feature a different theme. So here in March we feature Women History Month, where we invite student artists to submit their work that features their own experiences, the female experience, things of that sort. So every month we'll rotate and focus on a different theme. Over here you'll see our study space. We provide a pretty large study space for students where students can come and study, hang out, have lunch out here. Students are welcome to use this space anytime when we are not doing joint programming. When we do programming, we'll ask students to use one of our other resource centers to study. DIRC does offer a lot of identity development workshops. You can check out our website to find out the different kinds of workshops we offer, and these are all workshops offered for students. We also host an inclusive leadership program in the fall and in the spring, and this is a cohorted program where students will come together, learn about themselves, learn about identities, learn about inclusion, and try to connect all of that toward the leadership practice. So this is our Brave Space, and we hope that you would come and join us and be in this space with us. So if you follow me, in DIRC we provide refrigerators, microwaves for students. Just a way for students to come and put their belongings in there. They can keep it there for the day, heat up their food, enjoy lunch with each other out here. Our first center that we'll visit is the Titan Dreamers Resource Centers. This is the home for many of our undocumented students on campus. We do provide a lot of different resources for students to feel like they belong in a community, as well as having resources to support them through their experience at Cal State Fullerton. So come on in. So welcome to the TDRC. Here at the TDRC, we provide a lot of resources and programs for students. One of the ones that we often think about is Undocumented and Unafraid, and that is in collaboration with our student clubs and orgs to provide a space for students who identify as undocumented to be in community with one another and talk about issues that are relevant to them. We provide legal services through Karesan for students, faculty, and staff, and oftentimes we have legal clinics also on the weekends for students and their families. We also provide updates through a program called Know Your Rights whenever there are changes to immigration policies. We also have information for students on how to apply for the California Dream Act, financial aid, and things of that sort. So this is a really welcoming space for students to come and not only find resources, but to be in community with one another. Next, we will visit the African American Resource Centers. So Cal State Fullerton doesn't have a huge African American student population, but we do want to make sure that all of our students have a space, a home that they can feel comfortable in. So the African American Resource Center serves our Black students on campus. So come on in. The African American Resource Centers, or lovingly known as DIRC, is home to our Black students. We start out with a Black Welcome Back event in the fall, and we end in the spring with a Pan-African recognition ceremony. And throughout the year, there's a lot of programming to provide a community space for students. Students here love to watch videos and movies and have discussions over them. We also have professionals who will come in and lead conversation with students. So these are called diaspora dialogues. And they're just lots of different programming throughout the year that focuses on their own identity as being a Black person, as well as experiences of current realities, politics, and social justice, things of that sort. So take a look at our resource centers here at the ARC. Next, we will be visiting the Asian Pacific American Resource Centers. Welcome to the Asian Pacific American Resource Centers. Come on in. The Asian Pacific American Resource Center serves our Asian Pacific Islander Desi American as well as our Southwest Asian North African student population on campus. We provide a home for them to be in community with one another. We collaborate with student clubs and orgs to provide connections to the community on and off campus. Some of our signature programs including our APITA Rising, which is our welcome back event, as well as our APITA graduation recognition ceremony at the end of the year. Between the beginning of the year and the end of the year, we have programs such as immigration narratives, where we focus on different experiences within the APITA community and their immigration experience, as well as conversations with APITA professionals where students can come and talk about what it means to be APITA in the professional setting. Throughout the year, we have lots of programming to support students. We work with our faculty and staff, our ethnic studies department as well. April is APITA Heritage Month, so there's lots of different programming happening to celebrate the APITA experience. One of our very big programs is Tech Night Market that happens in March. And this is a big event where the entire campus comes together to celebrate APITA identities through a night market setting with free food, entertainment, and performances. So take a look at the Asian Pacific American Resource Centers. Next, we will be visiting our LGBTQ resource centers. And welcome to the QRC. The LGBTQ resource centers provide a home for our queer students. Lots of programs happen throughout the year, including the Welcome Back event, as well as our Lavender Grad. We have programming that support students in their coming out experience, providing them resources on and off campus. Some of the signature programs that we think about are QD 101, where students put together programming to educate the community about the queer experience. They also have Rise and Pride, which is another program for students to come together and talk about their experience of what it means to be queer and the different challenges and issues within that community. This Community Resource Center provides a lot of good resources for students. In October, we do National Coming Out Week, so we have the inclusive pride flag raising, we have drag shows, and lots of different events to make sure that our students have a home and has a resource on campus. Next, we will be visiting our final center, the Latinx Community Resource Centers. Welcome to the Latinx Community Resource Centers. Here, this is a home for our students on campus who identify as Latinx. It's a big space for students to come in, have a good time, enjoy themselves, but be in community as well. Some of our programs, we have our Pláticas with Professionals, where students can speak with Latinx identifying professionals and learn more about that experience, as well as an art series called Mi Cultura Cura, and that's currently being done on IG Live, but in person, we do have a lot of creative activities for students to learn more about their own cultures and how that connects to their own experiences. Throughout the year, there are a lot of good programming to connect students to career services, understanding grad school, understanding their own experiences, understanding the Central American experience, for example. So this is a really good space for students to come in, get the resources they need, be in community, and learn about their own identities, as well as intersecting identities with other communities. And with that, that concludes our tour of DIRC. We hope you've learned more about the resources that we provide. We would encourage you to follow us on social media, on Instagram at CSUFDIRC, or you can follow us, check out our website at fullerton.edu/DIRC, where we have information on all 5 of our centers, the different resources we provide, as well as the different workshops that we offer to the campus. Thank you, and we hope to see you in our spaces.